Tamagotchis! I grew up with these over time and honestly felt like it was about time I showed some of these off of you guys. I unfortunately don't have my original. I have been hunting for it for years, and I still can't find one that's not like overly exorbitantly priced. But I grew up with one that, if I remember to put on screen, it'll be here. This was a Tamagotchi Connection V4.5. It had the fire pattern on it. It was beautiful. I love this thing. But over the years, Tamagotchi has been continuing, even though it came out in like the 90s and upward to the 2000s. They've somehow kept going with these things for just a digital pet that honestly, for most people, felt like a fad. And for a lot of people, it was a fad. But sparked off a huge boom of a bunch of things like Nintendogs and the Pets Cats games that I'll probably go over at a later point in time. But you don't really beat the original Tamagotchi. Now, because of the fact I have to show off Tamagotchis in these, I will go ahead and say I have batteries. Yes, they're Dollar Tree ones. No, I didn't feel like spending a lot of money on batteries whenever a lot of these are not run constantly. But they do require one or the other of them, and I have an electric screwdriver, so we're not sitting here for hours. But because the first one won't require it, they've been remaking these things over time. The one I have of the original is technically a Gen 3, because I didn't ever buy the original Gen 1, because I heard they were awful, and I also didn't grow up with them. But because I didn't have one of them, I am going to show the Gen 3 version of the re-release, which is actually the latest one. This is an Angel Gotchi. It does have the little tag inside of it still, because I have not started this one. And I don't plan to on this video, because there's one that I want to put more time towards. But basically, when you have a Tamagotchi, one of the biggest things about it is it will eventually, if you stop taking care of it, it will die. And if it dies, then it becomes a little egg with an angel. This Angel Gotchi is you taking care of that angel in the afterlife. You basically get to start out with the egg and take care of this beautiful little thing from, well, death. Which is kind of morbid when you think about it, but a lot of people really liked it, and I was happy to finally see it getting re-released because for a long time, the only way to get this was to buy them basically brand new or used in the market, and they were expensive. There's still a couple of the old Tamas that you can't get anymore, but I did like the fact that they brought back the Angel Gotchi. But growing up, the ones that I had, these are re-releases of them, were these things. These are Tamagotchi Connections. This is the remake of them that is based on, I believe, the Gen 3/2/5. It's a weird hybrid between all of them. The design of them is definitely of the earlier generations of them. And I do have a save started on one of these, but I don't remember which one it is. We'll pull the tag. Because you can pause these things by putting the tag out and back in, because the original ones you could hold these buttons and it would pause it, but I can't do that on this, so you put the tag in and apparently it pauses it. It may also erase it. Let's find out. Yep. Pull the tag out, it starts out an egg. Wait for it to hatch. It'll eventually hatch. Maybe it's this one. It also may not have my save anymore. Yeah. Doesn't have a save anymore. Oh well. It's been a while since I turned mine on, so I understand. But same thing as normal. You take care of the little pets, you get the eggs. The eggs eventually hatch into the little baby. You got to take care of it for an hour, and then it becomes a child. Child evolves into a teen. Teen evolves into adult, and then the adult turns it. Actually, I may get the teen and adult wrong. It may go from child to adult, and then it's been a minute. Basically, child, adult, and then it becomes elderly, and you can connect these two together. And occasionally, whenever you do that, you could end up with an egg on the other one, and the mother Tamagotchi would take care of the baby, and you would have two Tamagotchis, and then eventually, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong because I haven't done this in a while. I was like 8 or 9, or probably even younger when I had mine. With my mom had the one with the world pattern and one of them with the butterfly pattern, and I had the one with the fire pattern. But whenever we finally did go ahead and had the connection, on hers was the baby and the mama. So it was really cool growing up with these ones. These are the ones I still have the fondest memories of, which is also why I have 2 of them, because I wanted to have the connection thing for whenever I messed with them. And then it turned out that whenever I finally got a hold of them, I was kind of going out of these. I was not as much into them. But I was still happy to get them, and I still do occasionally turn them on and take care of a pet for a bit. But I'm not like one of those people who take care of it for ever and ever and then just keep going with it for an infinite amount of time, because that sounds like insanity. But some people do, and I don't blame them. But the next one I got, this was actually the one that started me back on the Tamagotchi track, was one that whenever I got it, I did not know that this was like a well-loved Tamagotchi that everyone wanted for some reason. This is the Tamagotchi, I believe it's called the Wonder? I don't know. It's been I haven't booted this in a while. It's called the On in other parts of the world. It's got a screen protector on it. That's why it's dusty. This is specifically the Wonder Garden variety of it, which people loved for some reason. It's got a little infrared sensor. It looks like maybe an antenna. I don't know. But the special thing about this one was gene mixing, because you could connect 2 Tamas together, and just like these, they would have a child together or get married, and you would take care of 2 or 1 or 2. I think it's only 2, but it could be 1 or 2, and I just happen to get lucky. 2 children that would be a mixture of whichever 2 mated. Now, because I do want to show this off, let me get it. I actually wonder if my save is still on here. No. Also, take the batteries out of your things if you're going to stop using them. Please. I'm tired of being the one that has to sit here with a Coke bottle. Pull out some of the good old AAAs. I'm not going to scream because I live in an apartment and the people above me already don't like me. It's not true. They don't have any issues with me. Goes 1 bat. In goes 2 bat. Yeah, you can see the little twins I had. The time is not correct. It is not 9:22 right now. It's much later. That's also not 10:24. This is how long ago it's been since I booted this. It was probably 10:24 of like 2023 or 2020. It was pretty. It was probably 2023 because 2024 was whenever I got back in Hololive a lot. But little Tamas, they're doing a little sleep right now. And that's that. I mean, it's the mixture between the one that looks like a cloud and Mamechi. It's super cute. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I'm glad to see my save is still here. Because I don't want to lose that or have the batteries die. Pop these out. Bell back on, and but yeah, that's your Tamagotchi Wonder. I believe it's called the Wonder. I think it's no. This is the On here. It's the meats everywhere else. That's right. I knew that I was remembering something wrong, but it was cute. It was fun. I liked playing with it. But slide real quick. The next one that I owned is not the next one that came out to my knowledge. It is. I just realized I have one that's not sitting up here. I'll have to grab that in a minute. It is the Pix. This is specifically the Pix Party. This one was weird because it has a camera, and you could take pictures, and it would like use it for games and stuff like that. And there's also not physical buttons. Like all these have physical buttons. That's one of the next ones. All of these have physical buttons on them that you can press down. These are touch buttons. And they are unreliable as shit. Now, I don't know if this is just specifically me, but I absolutely hate the touch buttons. I think it was the worst idea they've ever had in terms of the Tamas. Do I think it was cool? Yes. Do I think it was an idea that they were trying to do to make it to where it would be like, oh, look, you can have it like a smartphone because it's touch? Yes. Did it work? Some people have better luck than I do. I'm getting out the AA's so we can put it in because yes, it takes AA batteries for this one. Why I had to get 2 packs of stuff. Oh yeah, these AAA. I thought these were AA. What am I thinking of that takes AA? Huh. Oh, in AAA. Well, pop them in. Turns on. Got the same kind of boot up screen as the on. Oh, I was taking care of a new one. That is probably why I put it down. If I'm not mistaken. You should be able to... There's an album somewhere? I hate messing with this. It's a pain. It's not as much of a pain as another one, but I wanted to see. Yeah, this was the first one I had. It was cute. And I loved taking care of it going up because even with all of the pain, it was still fun to take care of it. But the camera was annoying. Well, the camera wasn't annoying. I actually liked all the camera features. The cameras were pretty cool. One of the really cool things is that like there was a whole subreddit of people that were sharing QR codes because you can share QR codes to party with people. Because the multiplayer in this was not the same, and that's not like the other ones where it's near field. It was actually QR code based. So you'd get a QR code that would show up on your screen and you'd take a picture of it, and that would be how you do multiplayer for it. And it was kind of cool that way, honestly. It's also one of the easiest ones I've had to take care of, not including another one that I will be showing in a minute. But it was fun. But the next one I will show before we show. You know what? No. Well, let me go get that other one. Get these off screen real quick. Let me go get that one. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this one is the actually easiest one I've ever had to take care of. Until I forgot about it for like half a day and looked over and I got to see the animation of the Tama leaving. This is the Spy Family Nano. The Nanos were really cool because they're little tiny ones and they're basically like taking care of... They're supposed to be similar programming to the first ones, but they're stupid easy to take care of and require like feeding like once a month. Honestly, I could probably boot this one up. If it's not dead, the battery may be dead. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Must inspect. I was really hoping it wouldn't be. Oh, it's dead. Okay, the battery's dead in this one. That's unfortunate. Man, I was actually wanting to show this one. That's Starbit. What kind of bit does it? I was looking like a Starbit, maybe. Does not take Starbit. Oh, I didn't plan on this. I don't have batteries for it. I'm hoping the batteries haven't leaked. They're good. Little button cells. If I replace it, will you be brought back to life? Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to show off the Nano. I do plan to show off all of these in their own video. As well, kind of showing them off. But basically this one was you could take care of a little Anya. He was super easy to take care of, like really easy. You'd had to feed her like twice a day. And that was it. Like I said, really easy to take care of. And it was meant to go on a keychain. And it was super cool to just have a little keychain one. Because I wanted something that was easy because I work an 8-hour shift. And this literally, I literally sat it by... Funny. I work at a family job, and I sat it by my mother. And was like, hey, just occasionally, you know how to do this, and you just feed it. And she worked in the office area, and she sat there and just had it sitting literally in a little cup like this, just staring, just where it could see, she could see it. And anytime it beeped, she would hit the button and do it. And realistically, it never did because I would just feed it at my break, and it worked out pretty good. Also, yes, the pebble's still on, but After getting further into it, I decided to look at the ones that were outside of the US, which resulted in this thing. This is the Tamagotchi Smart. It's weird because it's the first Tama I've ever owned. Is this the right side? Yeah. That was rechargeable. And yes, these are discolored. I don't know why. It may be because it was old, but it turned like that color like almost within like a day. I did not buy it brand new. May have been why. But these ones were weird because they had a slot on the side for what is called a small card. They were little cards that looked like SD cards. I don't have the normal one, but I will have something that I can explain for it. But they were little smart cards. They allowed you to put DLC on it that allowed you to get special characters. My favorite one was the little one that looked like it was covered in little bread rolls. That was cute. I liked that one. And then of course there's the ones that were on, the meat and all that stuff. The one that looks like cotton candy and all the cool ones like that. But a lot of people realized this is a Japanese product. It has a lot of text on it. It's really hard to read. And yes, we're going to turn it on. And yes, people put an English patch on it. The thing that makes this one annoying, though, is it's an actual touchscreen. So, you would have a little character, and you'd hit the home button, basically. And you'd have a menu you can go through that you had to touch. This was kind of fun to take care of, I'm not gonna lie. It was really annoying at first, whenever you first mess with it, but when you get used to it, it's kind of easy. I mean, you can do the standard stuff. You can go through, check your status. The thing I really liked... Oh, you're hungry. We'll do real quick. Go ahead and do that meal. I don't have any of this the stuff because I'm waiting for the translations to come out. For these little smart cards. But you could put them on there yourself. And the thing that I liked it for is because you can do that, and they'd come up to the screen, they'd say hi, and you can pet them. And they'd be really happy about it. And I like the digital pets being pet and stuff like that. You can also talk to it. There's a microphone on it, I think right here. It was super cool. Did I keep it going for long? No. It was the second longest one that I had going. I did like it more than the Pix, so I ended up keeping it on for longer. And in case you're wondering, way you can pause it is press this and then hold the button. And if it pulls up that menu, you're paused. But what they did make, because that you couldn't do it regularly, is this little baggie here contains my goodies. People figured out you can kind of make little reflashable smart cards. I have this one from Tamagotchi Center, and I actually had a conversation with them on Instagram at some point. They were really nice. One of these is the center card. They are marked with the M and C on it. So the center card is the one that you're supposed to flash with just the... I believe this is the one that was flashed with the English translation. And this one you could flash with anything. But it had its own English translation and not the new one. And so you could take this little device here, you just plug it into the computer, load the bin file using the website program, and load it on here, and boom, you've got your own smart card. Realistically, I would like to have more of the actual ones, but this was nice enough to allow me to play with the DLC and get the little hamburger or the little like cream bun character that I wanted to have whenever I first played. And it was really nice to be able to do that because now with the English patches being 100%, I'm wanting to do it again, but I'm waiting for the English patch to come out for the characters again. But there's one more before we get to the whole reason I did this video. And I don't even know if it's working right now. Because I'll be honest, I didn't play with this very often. This is the Tamagotchi Uni. I imported the blue color because this is the color I wanted. Luckily, the colors can be any color, this one's universal. It's basically all of them around the world the exact same. Let's see. Let me even see if it'll turn on. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh. Yes, it will. And the thing I like about this one is it went back to the 3-button setup, but it is also similar to the Smart. It also has Wi-Fi connection, so you can go to like the giant Tamaverse. And it was kind of cool to see them do all this stuff with it. It's rechargeable. It's USB-C. I do have a problem with that because even though these batteries are super easy to just desolder and resolder, AA and AAA batteries, I can just pop it out, pop it back in. If I think the battery's running dead, I pop it out, pop it back in. If this battery ever goes bad, I have to open up the case and resolder it. Not a big fan of that. But it did work. It was really nice. And I forget, honestly, how I paused this. So, one moment, please. I have found the method, and I will be showing it to you. Hold these 2 buttons. Ant. Why are there ants in my... Why? I guess I need to get traps. Okay. Well, I not had that happen before. To be fair, my window's underground, so it makes sense. But you find your reset button. There is a thing called Uni pause that allows you to do this, but you hold the A and C, press the reset button, you release the reset button, you keep holding A and C. And then you wait. There's an off button. Turning off. Hold the B button to turn on. When you do that, you're done. And now it is paused. It was really cool though. I mean, you got it felt a lot more like an original Tamagotchi or even closer to the Connection. But with the online stuff and all that stuff, it was really nice. I'm still freaked out by the ant. I'm like, why is that there? I guess I need to pick up traps. But now for the reason I made this video. And I hate to say it, but you guys are gonna have to wait for a second part. I'm just kidding. So, I had a new Tama come in today that I had wanted for a bit. I was super excited about because of what it's related to. Tamagotchi made a Hololive one. I was so happy whenever I saw that this came out. I got the one that's based on all 3 of them, not the one that comes with the plushies, because there's the ones that come with all the plushies with them. I only know 2 characters on this. I am so sorry. But I promise that it was not on purpose. I know Marine and I know Pekora. That's it. I do apologize. I didn't just go look it up. What are you talking about? Anyway, I wanted to make sure I had the information right. So the other one is Shiranui Flare. That is this one. And this is Shirogane Noel. I knew Usada Pekora, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but Haoshao Marine. I call her Marine. I just call her. But this one is kind of cool because you get to take care of actual Hololive characters, and it's a Nano, so much like this one, it's really easy to take care of. So, I wanted to open this up. I have my knife that I actually not. I think I actually do have a knife. I'm gonna have to open it with a spoon. No. Anyone who collects these to resell is upset. I always say that, but I don't think there's a market. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say that because everything has a market. This is not wanting to open. Open. Open it. Get. Why? I don't want to break the box. Why are you so difficult? Okay, give me 1 sec. I got it. I can even get this stuff out. There we go. Why does it come with a... Is this thing rechargeable? Oh, little pictures just a sticker on this side. I thought it would be honest. Is it rechargeable? Holy shoot. It's rechargeable. That's, good and bad. For the same reason that I said about the other one. If the battery goes dead fully, it's game over. Okay, then. That also makes me wonder if I needed to charge this beforehand. Let's find out. Oh. No. It wants us to do the time. It is currently... Go ahead and set this. It is 7. It's making little noises. Let me move the microphone closer. The mic is not wanting to pick it up because of the background suppression. Oh well. It's making little cute noises. That was annoying though. Oh, it says Hololive 3rd Gen on that. Oh. Doreen and Pekora. And Noelle and Flair. Oh, you've got like little Hololive based stuff? Oh, they eat at a table! So, from what I have been told, this is more of like an egg face. After a period of time, it will select one of them, and that one will become the one you keep. I do not know what decides which one is which. What was that? Marine does like a weird pose. Focus. It's also very loud for a Tamagotchi. It seems in a good mood. But yeah, this is the main reason I wanted to make the video. Oh. Oh, they're coming up and saying hi and dancing and stuff. Cute. But yeah, this was something I found really cool. The fact that they made a color Nano, and the one that I knew of that came out was Hololive, and I was like super happy. I will probably try and actually take care of this one for a bit. Being as where I work, that probably won't last very long. And the downside is I don't know how to pause this. If I'm not mistaken, the old ones was you can go in here and go to set the time. But with it being a colorful, the screen eventually goes black. Which would make it to where you're not setting the time anymore. And that's a problem. So, I don't know. Also, the battery life's in the top corner. It being, honestly, very friendly when it comes to, like, all this stuff. Here's the brightness. Oh, maybe you guys can actually see what color it is now. Brightness is fixed. Or maybe not. Oh well. Yeah, they're coming up to the screen again. Just two. Oh, okay. A little game. I'm guessing it's like red light, green light. Okay, so you have multiple versions of the game too. Run. Run. Who is that? Is that Pecco Mama? Huh. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I guess that counts as a success. Anyway, I think that's enough of showing this off. I gotta find out how to pause it, so this will be fun. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this one. I guess till next time, I'm Pokedoo2. I'll see you guys later. Hi there. This is Poke like 5 minutes later. I found out how to pause it. Hold the power button, the center button, the little C button, little B button actually. It makes a little beeping noise. And then the screen turns off. It's no longer, it is paused. It is no longer in a point where it'll be running or anything. It is paused completely. And when you hold the button again, there's a continue option. Then you set the time. That's why they were asleep, because I didn't set the time. But you can reset it. You can do that. There's not a reset button. That's why I was confused. But you can pause it by holding the B button for about 10 seconds. And now it's paused. Thank God. Okay. See ya.
Maple, the Oshi Cafe loves you.